And now, it's time to meet Mary! Hi, I'm Jacqueline, and if you like to draw as much as I do, you're in for a great surprise. We're on our way to visit Mary Engelbright. You see, she's the one who illustrated The Night Before Christmas. It's beautiful, isn't it? Well, anyway, we better hurry or we'll be late. Come on, let's go. While we're on the way, here's a couple of things you need to know about this amazing artist. She started drawing when she was just a kid. By the time she was my age, 11, she had already illustrated her first book. Today, her art is loved by just about everyone who speaks English, because her drawings often have little sayings attached to them, like, "Don't look back." That's one of my favorites. Well, here we are. This is Mary's house. And this is Mary's doorbell. Here goes.
Hi, Jacqueline. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm fine. I'm glad you came.
Yes, me too.
So come on in, Jacqueline. This is my studio. It's where I do all my work. Got a chair here for you. Where would you like to begin?
Well, I was hoping you could show us how you do your drawings.
Oh, sure.
But first, can I ask you, what made you want to be an artist in the first place?
Well, when I was little, I loved to read. And my mother read aloud to us every night. And after I'd read a story that I really liked, I'd want to draw pictures for it and illustrate it. And so at first I started out copying the pictures in books, but then I started doing my own, putting my own spin on those illustrations. And I just knew from the time I was about your age that that's what I wanted to do.
So, like Ellie Esther says, you never ever gave up.
I never did. And I think in order to grow up happily, you really have to stick with what you believe in, no matter what everybody else is doing, no matter what your friends are doing. And no matter how long it takes, I had to work a long time before I actually got to do a children's book, but finally about 10 years after I started, I got to do this one, and this is a Snow Queen, but it took a long time, but it was even sweeter when I finally got to do it because of all the effort it took.
And who's the girl in all the pictures? The one with the glasses.
Oh, that's a character that I've been drawing since I was really little, and I named her after my grandmother. Her name is Anna Stell, but I think that is a picture of me. I've been drawing her for so long, and she's the only character that I've really drawn all my life, all the way through, and it's me. It's probably me.
So she's the queen of everything.
She is, and everything is possible. That's what my mom always told me.
My mom too, all the time. So, do you think it would be possible if you could show us how you draw? Or is it painting? Or just how do you do it?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. It is drawing. First I draw it with pencil, then pen and ink, and I color it in with markers and colored pencils. For example, this is a sketch I did for a cover of a book. I've already done the pencil, and it's pretty tight. And so as soon as that happens, the first thing you do is put on your glasses, if you're me. And then you stick pretty closely to the pencil drawing because I've got it exactly the way I want it. And you go over it with this pen. So then, after you've got it inked in, you erase all your pencil lines and you're ready to color. And I start out with a marker and get the color in that way. And then after you get the marker on, you can go in with pencil and shade so he looks a little more three-dimensional. So after a couple of days of coloring with your marker and colored pencil, this whole thing, this is what a finished drawing looks like after all the shading is done and everything. And it really is a lot of fun to get to this point.
That's neat. Do you know what you're going to do next?
I do, as a matter of fact. I am illustrating a book of Mother Goose rhymes. Like Mary Had a Little Lamb and Three Blind Mice.
Those are some of my favorites.
Oh, good, good. I want to give you this. This is a picture of Ellie Esther from Twas the Night Before Christmas. So this will just remind you of your visit here today. So here you go.
Wow, this is awesome. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Pretty cool, right? Don't ever, 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 ever give up. Well, thanks for coming along, and maybe I'll see you in another Mary Englebright video. For now, so long. Bye. Hey, it's me again, Jacqueline. Would you like to see how Mary Englebright's animated movie, The Night Before Christmas, was made? Well, hold on. Here goes. It all began right here, with Mary's drawings for her original The Night Before Christmas book. People fell in love with it and kept saying, "Hey, you should make this into an animated film." But The Night Before Christmas poem was really too short for a film. So, the scriptwriters needed to do something more. That's when they created Gregory's story, including Implestick, Ellie Yester, and all the rest of the gang. Once the script was completed, Mary drew the new characters and sets. A whole team of people at her studio helped. Some worked on coloring characters and sets. Some were part of the approval process. And others began working on packaging design. At about the same time, the storyboard artists began making the storyboards. These are little pictures showing exactly how the characters would look and move in each moment of the video. For this show, there are 268 different scenes. When you string them all together, it starts looking like a real movie. And that's important, because the storyboard becomes the blueprint that all the animators will follow. Pretty cool, right? But that's just the beginning. Now it's time to add voices. Making the mouse the star of the show was a great idea, I think. But to get Gregory's personality just right, they had to find just the right actor. This is Lee. He's just amazing. And so is the rest of the cast.
I'm awake, and I'm stirring, and I'm hungry. Time for a little late-night treat.
Santa, Santa, I'm getting so I can't stand the name. Huh, Santa. Wait, slow down, Gregory. What's wrong?
The spell must be broken.
You must find the Fairy Queen.
And who are you? You must be very resourceful to have found my home.
Implestick, I summon thee at once.
To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall! Now dash away, dash away, dash away all!
And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap.
And talk about amazing.
For a long
Do you know whose voice you're hearing right now? The one who's playing Papa?
Good night, dear.
It's Kevin Kline, the famous actor who makes lots of big Hollywood movies. Just like Mary and me, he grew up right here in St. Louis. And Mary used to work in his father's store when she was in high school. They had a lot of fun talking about old times during the Night Before Christmas recording session in New York. Okay, so now we have Mary's art, the voice track, and the storyboards. It's time to start making the 3D characters. All of the models are made on a computer. The animators look at Mary's drawing and then translate it into a 3D model. Each model is like a puppet or a robot with lots of moving parts that answer to commands from the computer. The model is built on a skeleton called a wireframe. and then the skin is put on top. Mary goes over each model with the animation director just to make sure that they're exactly how she wants them to be. This is an early version of the Fairy Queen. But what about music? That's one of the most important parts of all. The Night Before Christmas has some really cool songs that help tell the story.
Tonight's the night. Go! Make a difference!
This is Tabitha,
It's up to you,
the
friend.
actor who does Ellie Esther's voice.
Don't ever, no, never, don't ever give up.
All the stockings you will find hanging in a row. Mine will be the shortest one. And this singer right here, believe it or not, it's me.
That was great, Jacqueline. Let's just try one more time, and I need just a little bit more of a smile. Okay, you ready?
Alrighty, here we go.
When the clock is striking 12. It's pretty exciting to be on the same team with dozens and dozens of talented people who are making this such an awesome show. All the stockings you will find. It's lots of hard work, but a lot of fun too. Mine will be the shortest one. So now you know what it takes to bring a story like Mary Englebright's The Night Before Christmas to life. Hope you've enjoyed our behind the scenes tour. See you later.